Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what we got going on here. As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, y'all, today's video is dealing with the untimely demise of Big Scarr. But this is part 2. Y'all seen I did a video earlier pertaining to Gucci Mane putting out a post stating that he had just lost his artist, Big Scarr. And once everybody seen that it was Big Scarr, a lot of people instantly went into shock, especially those from Memphis. Because like I informed you guys before, they haven't really got over what happened with Young Dolph when he got set up at the cookie shop. So now dealing with Big Scarr, now the information has came out pertaining to the reason why Big Scarr is not here with us any longer. And the reason being, because they saying that folks OD'd. And that's messed up because again, only 22 years old and ODing? Come on, man. See, even dealing with this video, like, come on, man, ODing? It's not only messed up that these young cats either get sent up with a 4-pounder. It's even more messed up. And at the same time, they don't have nobody there to help guide them and let them know, hey, this is not the route to take. And if you continue this, it may not end well for you. And the reason being because they have a lot of yes men around them. You got a bunch of dudes around them that's going to get the medications that they ODing on. And like I said, man, only 22 years old. And yeah, that's the reason why I'm doing this video. Because it seems like Big30 and Big Moochie Grape, they're going at one another for what happened with Big Scarr. Because Big Moochie Grape feel like Big30 should have been watching out for Big Scarr more. And Big30, he feels the other way. Big30 feels like Big Moochie Grape is the reason why Big Scarr was popping all those perks and sipping all that walk. Big30 says the only thing he really does is sip a little walk and mostly roll some backwoods. But he's saying it's not the same thing for Big Moochie Grape. Big Moochie Grape, he's more active on perks and walk like that. And at the same time, y'all can see what Big30 is saying because look at the picture of Big Scarr and Big Moochie Grape. Now Big Scarr, even in the pic, he's looking like he's out of it. So at the same time, I understand where Big30 is coming from because it got to be somebody that's associated with you that's enticing you to do these drugs a little more than often, to get into these drugs a little more than what you really would. But at the same time, that's what I'm here to explain, man. It shouldn't even got to that point. And the only reason why I did get to that point because of all the yes men that's around. And Big Scarr, the reason why he was discovered because his girlfriend was sleeping next to him, tried to wake him up. Seeing that he became unresponsive, she kept trying, nothing happened. So she called a couple of Big Scarr homeboys to let him know that he was unresponsive. And the first person that she got in contact with was Gucci Mane. That's why Gucci Mane was the first one to make a post pertaining to Big Scarr's untimely demise. Now, before we get into it, as always, let's first pay our respects and say rest in peace to Big Scarr. Condolences to his family. And much love to all my folks in Memphis. To all my folks in East Memphis to be exact. Because that's where Big Scarr was from. Right along with Big Moochie Grape. That's the reason why they go back since like 1st, 2nd grade. You understand? But it still shouldn't be no back and forth between Big30 and Big Moochie Grape because they just lost somebody that's close to both of them. And that's Big Scarr, man. And this right here, it really should be a learning lesson and not a lesson of point fingers at one another. It should be a learning lesson on, hey man, you got to put the walk down. You got to put the walk down and drink more water. You got to put the perks down and pop more vitamins. See, you just have to exchange one for the other. But like I told y'all, man, they have a bunch of yes men around them that's not informing these young cats on how the end result would be if they continue down this route. But nobody is letting these dudes know. Not even Gucci Mane, the person who Big Scarr is signed to. Even though Gucci Mane chilled out on the perks and a walk, he's still gonna let the young cats do what they do. Because he feel like that gives them the motivation to make these songs, to do these shows, to be on the road for the tours. Like they feel like the perk and the walk is giving them that boost of energy. But at the same time, they don't feel it's only decreasing their health slowly, day by day. But like I'm saying, man, it's messed up because a lot of older cats, they will stand by and watch these young dudes tear their life away without even assisting them with the proper information on what to do and not to do. Because we seeing, hey man, these young cats, once they start making the money, they feel like can't nobody tell them nothing. That at the same time, they not even paying attention to the examples that was put before them. I'm talking about all the other rappers that OD'd off the perks and the walk. I mean, there's a bunch of examples out there to let them know that if you continue down this route, this will be your end result. I'm not wishing this on you, but this is factual information and you can't go around it. But it seemed like these young dudes, they having a perk contest, they having a walk contest. And I mean, who can pop the most perks, who can sip the most walk, who can roll the most backwoods, and they'll do all that in one night and think it's cool. But again, look it, don't nobody think it's cool no more. Big 30, Big Moochie Grape, yeah, the same people who was doing all that with Big Scarr, now they sent back rethinking their whole life. Now they sent back rethinking, hey man, I shouldn't have had my guy on all that. Because yes, maybe I can't control it, but it's a little hard for him to control it. And if you seeing it, you got to make sure you'll assist him on slowly getting off of it. Because if not, it's only going to get worse. We've seen these situations happen 1,000 times. I mean, even with somebody like Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane say when he first got locked up, it was hard for him to get off the perks in a walk. So that should be the same information that you let the young guys know. But like I told y'all before, man, y'all got to pay attention. The young dudes is only picking up what the older cats is putting down. You understand? And the reason why I'm saying that because the older cats made it cool to sip the walk and pop the perks. The young dudes, they just picked up what they thought was cool. And now look at what's happening to them. They not even here long enough to see the full potential of their rap career. And that's messed up, man. It's just, man, again, man, hey, we got to rethink our whole steps. It's real talk, man. Again, it's either a young cat, he's being sent up with a blicky because of jealousy. And then we got all these perk popping, walk sipping dudes out here really pushing that to be cool. And it's not.
Yeah, folks, I understand how Big 30 feel. But that's not going to bring back Big Scarr, man. Even with Big Moochie Grape looking at Big 30 sideways, it's not going to help the situation. What's going to help it if they assist one another into going into an AA meeting, because they got to change their life, man, if they want to be around longer. Because y'all see what happened with Big Scarr? They would ignore that situation and go right back and pour up a foe or go cop a whole bundle of perks like it's nothing, man. Even though they just seen what happened with their homeboy. But that's what we talking about, man. A lot of these young dudes, they be ignoring the examples that came before them because they thinking they can live through it. And it's just not true, man. And like folks said, man, and that's another point I want to get to, like folks were saying. The older generation, man, the older dudes, they have to do a better job at guiding the younger generation into the right direction. Because we seeing what's happening. Because we seeing the results when they try to guide themselves. We not getting what we looking for as far as the outcome. Because you got young cats out here, they having beef with one another. They not even taking each other lives serious because they thinking street beef is the end all be all. It's either they too tough and they get set up by the hands of another man, or they feel like they not strong enough to endure the world. So they start popping a bunch of pills. So they start self-medicating, trying to find a way to escape reality. I'm not saying that's what Big Scarr was going through, but we really never know, man. I mean, on the road all the time, not around family like that. You mostly hanging around a bunch of people who you really don't know have your back. Like, a lot of rappers really be living on edge, but they make it seem like they have it all together. And y'all can see it's not true, especially when you hear situations like this. A young dude that's 22, that's why folks keep pushing the issue of you have to be aware of those around you. Because even the people around you, they will bring you down to your untimely demise. All the yes men, you need to get them from around you. And you need to bring in some stand-up guys that'll tell you when you're wrong. And that's what we all need. If we just have a bunch of people in our corner that's telling us what we want to hear, we're never going to go in the right direction. And that's real talk. And that's dealing with anybody, dealing with any job duty, anything you do in life, man. But dealing with the rap industry, I mean, every month, man, forget every month. It seemed like every week you hearing of a rapper, either they was known globally or they was known locally. They're following a fake route to success that they think is cool. And what I mean is, like I stated to you guys before, man, always thinking you tough, playing mob figures, or you go down the other route of finding different ways to self-medicate. And what I'm saying is, the older generation, we have to do better. Because the younger guys, they only picking up what we put down. And that's real.
We got more in store. As always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.